Medieval Total War. Single player. Strategy software. Medieval armies. Start or continue a campaign game. Fight an historical battle. Create a custom battle. View replays or create new battle maps. Single player. Historical campaigns. Embark on a series of historical battles and fight for your place in history. Historical battles. Partake in an ancient battle and fight it the way it should have been fought. Historical campaigns. Embark on a series of historical battles and fight for your place in history. Sean Graham. View replays. View previously saved replays of battles you have fought. Map editor. New campaign. Select a faction, build an impregnable empire, and place your throne upon it. View replays. Sean Victory. Carcano. Frederick Barbarossa. View replay. Royal Knights. Barbarossa. My army. Royal Knights. Five units of Royal Knights. 1 unit Feudal Foot Knights. Beginning position. Carcano. Milanese Siege Force. Spearmen. Archers. Genoese sailors. Marching quickly. Spearmen. Armies marching. Marching quickly. Enemy general. 75 spearmen. Milanese siege force. Marching quickly. "55 feudal knights. Irresistible charge. Marching impetuous. Quite fresh. Archers. Marching. My troops. Shoot poorly in bad weather. Steady, happy that flanks are protected. Marching quickly. Crossbowmen. Crossbowmen on the flank. First engagement. Hobbilars. Army moved into position. Routing enemy units, Hobilars, Milanese siege force. Milanese field army, mounted sergeants, 40 mounted sergeants. The Milanese field army. Milanese field army units. "60 mounted sergeants, Italian infantry, 100 peasants, 100 feudal foot knights, the Milanese field army. Ignore routers who aren't elite, impetuous, happy that flanks are protected." Milanese siege force general, spearmen, wavering. Enemy general fleeing the field. Milanese siege force. Barbarossa. Irresistible charge, excellent attack. Marching, impetuous, eager as the enemy are fleeing. Worried by so many casualties, quite tired. Crossbowmen shoot poorly in bad weather, standing, happy that flanks are protected, quite tired. Enemy general routed, then captured. Milanese siege force, general, routed and captured. Frederick Barbarossa, attacking, heavily armoured. Genoese sailors running away. Army fleeing the field, retreating. Milanese field army on radar map highlighted yellow. Barbarossa's army highlighted in black. Milanese siege force highlighted in green. Movements on radar map. Italian infantry, armoured, marching quickly, wavering, very tired. Barbarossa halted, elite unit, Royal Knights. Cavalry pouring woods, standing, irresistible charge, worried by so many casualties, impetuous, encouraged by the general. Very heavily armoured. Army routed. End of replay. A victory. Carcano, Frederick Barbarossa, and the Milanese siege force and Milanese field army. Excellent win. Spectacular. Sean Philip Graham. 29th of March 2020, Sunday. End of replay. The Barbarossa campaign. Frederick Barbarossa was the King of Germany and Holy Roman Emperor for nearly 40 years. Like all emperors, he dreamed of bringing the empire back to its former greatness, which meant bringing both Italy and the papacy back into the imperial fold. These two strategic aims would take Barbarossa into Italy at the head of his armies and would lead to his excommunication by Pope Alexander III in 1160. In return, Frederick simply chose to regard another churchman as the real pope and ignored Alexander. Barbarossa also launched many attacks into northern Italy, but eventually he was forced to realise that he couldn't retake the Italian parts of the Holy Roman Empire by force. Some of those battles make up the campaign here. In 1177, he and Pope Alexander came to an agreement, and his excommunication was cancelled. Frederick Barbarossa drowned while leading his crusading army across the River Sully in what is now Turkey. But during the later Middle Ages, he was believed to be sleeping beneath the imperial castle of Kyffhausen, waiting to rescue his people from dire peril. Carcano, 1160. Carcano was the site of an epic battle between the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick and the joint forces of Milan and its near neighbours. According to some accounts of the battle, Barbarossa was forced to withdraw behind the walls of Baradello when his forces were attacked in the flank by cavalry from Milan. The Milanese victors subsequently destroyed the castle of Carcano. You must do better than Barbarossa and win the battle. Battle objectives. Bullet point. Barbarossa must remain on the battlefield and must not fall. Bullet point. If over 60% of your troops rout or die, the battle is lost. Bullet point. You must defeat both Milanese armies to win. Quick tips. Move the cavalry positioned on your left flank to the right, where they can stand ground together. Press the hold position buttons Attack the Papal general to make his forces rout. When his army is on the run, swing your right flank by 90 degrees and face the onslaught of the charging Italian army. If you can't keep within the maximum limit for casualties, try to pull your whole force back and gather them on the hill. This should give you sufficient advantage to press home the final attack. Some say war changes nothing, perhaps they're using the wrong strategy. If an empire is to rise, so too must a leader. Can you fill the shoes of a famous historical hero, command vast armies across the battlefields of Europe and North Africa, and guide your kingdom's fortunes through brutal conflict and violent upheaval? This essential volume will show you how. Rewrite 400 years of history. Bullet point: comprehensive strategy leads you to glorious victory with all 12 factions and through every historical campaign. Bullet point: complete real-time and turn-based coverage. Helps you master both components of gameplay. Bullet point: detailed specs for over 100 units guide you through the technology tree to better manage your empire's advances. Bullet point: exclusive tips and inside information straight from the game's creators. Bullet point plus expert empire building tactics, in-depth combat system coverage, and much more. Price: $19.99 USA, $28.99 Canada, £14.99 UK. Medieval Total War Official Strategy Guide by Rick Barber, played by Sean Philip Graham. Historical Campaigns.